Hello, let us discuss lapse of offer or revocation of offer. Acceptance should be made before the offer lapses. Lapses means comes to an end. Before the offer lapses or comes to an end, acceptance should be made. An offer lapses in the circumstances provided in section 6. An offer thus comes to an end and is no longer open to acceptance under the following circumstances. Number one, by notice. Number two, by lapse of time. Number three, by failure to fulfill a condition precedent. Number four, by death or insanity. Number five, by counter offer. And number six, by rejection. So a proposal is revoked or cancelled as under. First one is, let us discuss one by one. First one is by notice. An offer may be revoked, that is put an end by communication of notice of revocation to other party, and the other part and the offer immediately comes to an end. When an offer is revoked, that must be communicated to the other party. An offer may be revoked at any time before its acceptance, but it cannot be revoked afterwards. For example, A makes the highest bid. Bid here means offer for something at an auction sale. He, however, withdraws the bid before the fall of hammer. So, as you know, in auction there are different modes of action. So here the acceptance may be by fall of hammer. So since the offer has been revoked before its acceptance, there is no concluded contract. Second mode of revocation of offer is by lapse of time. If time is stipulated, if time is stipulated, that is if the time is specified in an offer for acceptance, the offer is revoked or cancelled by the lapse of time. When the time expires, in that case the offer is no longer open. So if it is not accepted within that stipulated period of time, it will lapse. For example, if the offer is made with stipulation that it may be accepted within a week, then offer will cease to be effective or offer will come to an end if not acted upon within a period of a week. Second, if time not specified, if time is not specified, if no time is specified or stipulated, it lapses or it comes to an end by the expiry of a reasonable time. What is reasonable time? That depends upon the circumstances in each case. It differs from case to case. For example, M offered to take shares in our company. He received a letter of allotment on 23rd November. And therefore M refused to take the shares. It was held that M was entitled to refuse as the offer had lapsed by the delay in acceptance, since the period of 5 months was not reasonable one. So what is reasonable or and what is not reasonable? It depends upon the circumstances of each case. Number third, revocation of offer by failure to fulfill a certain condition precedent. An offer is revoked by the failure of the acceptor to fulfill a condition precedent. Means here, if the offerer has put certain conditions, in that case the acceptor he has to fulfill those prescribed condition. So here, when the offerer has prescribed certain condition, in that case acceptance must be in the prescribed manner. For example, A seller agrees to sell his house subject to condition that B, a buyer, pays the agreed price before certain date. If B fails to fulfill that condition, if he does not pay before certain date the price of the house as per agreement, the offer stands revoked. The fourth mode of revocation is by death or insanity. The death or insanity of the offerer puts an end to the offer, provided the offeree comes to know of it before acceptance. However, if the offeree accepts the offer in ignorance of the death or insanity of the offerer, the acceptance is valid. Here, it may be noted that under English law, the offer is revoked instantly on the death of the offerer. As you know, offerer means the person who makes the offer, and there no need to give notice of death of the offerer. Similarly, if the offeree dies before acceptance, in that case the offer comes to an end or the offer ceases to be operative. Fifth, revocation of offer by counter offer. These are the additional modes of revocation of offer. An offer is revoked if a counter offer is made to it. For example, W offered to sell his house to H for pound 1000. Here I have written dollar, but you will consider it as pound because our contract act is based on English Contract Act, and therefore many of the illustrations we have derived from English Contract Act, and therefore the currency is pound. So H offered pound 950 and W he refused this offer. Subsequently, H offered to purchase the house for pound 1000. It was held that there was no contract as H by offering pound 950 had rejected the original offer because original offer was for pound 1000. The counter offer to a proposal amounts to its rejection. Number six mode of revocation of offer is by rejection. An offer once rejected is dead and cannot be revived by its subsequent acceptance. म्हणजे त्याला पुनर्जीवित करता येत नाही. For example, A offers to sell his house for rupees 50,000. B declines the offer but subsequently changes his mind and tenders rupees 50,000. A is not bound to accept since by original rejection of the offer there is no concluded contract. Subsequently, tender of rupees 50,000 by B is a fresh offer by B to A. A can either accept it or reject it.